sediment and so microscopic life forms. By 3.8 billion years old, the environment was evidently stable and cool enough for single-celled life forms to evolve from complex molecules. That's it. In a New York City block, this is all the information you get on this. It seems to me, though, I don't know if you can, it's subjective to whether you want to call it the most important part of this story of naturalism, but it's certainly a big part, if not the first part, and I think the biggest part. But this is what we get, speculation. And the interesting thing is Richard Dawkins, probably the world's most vocal atheist and really one of the top biologists in the world, he says, it's in the movie with Ben Stein, it's called Expelled, and Ben Stein interviews him at the end. He says, well, where did life come from? Where did it start at the beginning? Well, he said, well, it's certainly probably far ago, long ago and far away. That's the question, isn't it? And so he has no idea. He knows mathematically, scientifically, life could not have happened on its own. The numbers are too great. Anything of 1 times 10 to the 50th or greater is, by definition, in science, an impossible event. The odds of life forming are 1 times 10 to the 169th power, 172nd power. That's just not a little bit bigger than 150 or 3 times bigger. It's exponentially bigger. It's so big, it's like taking a marker, and coloring on an atom, throwing out in the universe. But even the atom's too big. It's got to be an electron, and then reaching out and at random grabbing that same electron like 10 times in a row. It just can't happen. And so Richard Dawkins admits that. You can watch that yourself in Expelled. But it's just a real interesting part of the story that people just, with this worldview, they seem to skip. And I find it a very interesting part. I think it's the most interesting part. But for God, it's nothing but a song, man. He just speaks and it happens. So there you go. In the beginning, God. And then, Dude Purtic and Lucy said, say adios.
Adios.
Adios.